Coney, what do you think about the Long Walk movie? Bro, in case you guys don't know, The Long Walk is a Stephen King book, and I love this book a lot, right? They've been trying to make it a movie since 2008, and they finally put out the trailer. It's apparently by the Hunger Games director, which I don't really like. The reason I bring this up is because, like, the whole idea of the book, I feel like now if we revisit this idea this late, the book's from the 70s, by the way. It's like 1979. And, like, now it's just so, not outdated, it's just more like it's not novel anymore. Like, Coney hates this movie because he wasn't cast for it. I am a little bitter. I wanted to be an actor for a little while. I wanted to move to LA when I was like 18 or 19, try it out, and then I went to LA and I was like, wow, I hate this. I don't like the people, I don't like the culture, I don't like Hollywood proper, I don't like it out here, and I went back home. Because I don't like the fucking... I'm not a schmoozer, I'm not an extrovert, I'm not that kind of guy. Not an LA fellow. Should have moved to NYC. That's for extroverts! That's for people who like people. Which of these guys did you want to be? I want to play Barkovich, who I think is this guy. Pretty sure he's this guy, and he's the asshole. He's essentially the bad guy. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not Barkovich. I'm not sure. He'd just be the most fun character to be.
Fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour. You get your ticket.
I like this less. The fact that it's the Hunger Games director. I did not... Okay, The Hunger Games was fine. It was an okay young adult kids movie about, you know, whatever, for anybody from 12 to 19 or whatever, right? But the problem that I have with The Hunger Games is, like, it didn't feel real to me because characters seem either good or bad, at least in the kid, like, in the game perspective. There's, like, intrigue and betrayal for the adults, but for the people actually competing in the games, I watched the first Hunger Games, I was like, there's no, like, desperation here. It was the first and the second movie felt that way. The book was actually more interesting in that respect. The films couldn't convey inner monologues. See, that's the interesting thing. Long Walk mostly takes place in Garrity's head. It's a book about sort of the inner world of this stuff. And it's like, how are they going to convey that? There's going to be a lot more conversations, right? But, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Hunger Games, I thought, was kind of lame because it didn't feel like... I love these kind of movies, but only if they capture that kind of, like, desperate human element about, like, you gotta do whatever to win or to survive. Isn't he, like, full-blown hallucinating at the end? Yeah, basically. I thought that was John Malkovich. I guess it was, like, the picture I saw. That is Mark Hamill, yeah. Did you read the book first? My ass did not read Hunger Games, bro. I had no interest. I tried to read a little bit of Twilight to be like, what's the deal here? And I read one chapter, and I was like, I guess I gotta be a girl. That's not for me.
Till there's only one of you left. Who's ready to win?
This is horrifying because I used to run long distance. I've had my body shut down for real on me. It's terrifying. This is embarrassing for me to admit. But I'm not a runner, right? I'm not an endurance guy or anything like that. But I will say, when I went to Evo this past year, my leg kept cramping when I was walking around Las Vegas because I was carrying like a 70-pound backpack because we were filming stuff at Evo, you know, doing the beat Coney in a game wheel thing. Dude, my legs hurt like a motherfucker. My calf kept cramping, and I didn't know what to do. I have to just stop? That's weird. Why does my body just stop? It's annoying. Pisses me off.
There's one winner.
What happened to that guy? It's like frothing? I don't remember that guy in the book. One guy gets shot. I wonder how far they're going to go. Because one guy gets shot in the gut, and it's very graphic. I think he, like, tries to pick himself up. He's, like, dragging it. I don't know how serious this is going to get in the movie.
And no finish line.
The lack of Stebans in this trailer scares me. He might be there. He's probably one of the boys. I could probably find him if I could see all the dog tags. Stebans is 88. 38. This is probably the married guy. One of the guys is married and young, and they have a kid coming. 48? 2? 20-something? 5. So that's Barkovich, yeah, because it's in alphabetical order. So that's probably B. Why are they walking? Winner gets anything they want for the rest of their lives. So it's like the rest of your life, you can have anything. I've heard people say that, like, that seems unrealistic because it's all voluntary. It's not like Hunger Games where it's like you have to volunteer. Or like, you don't need to enter. It's like a MrBeast video. See, that's the thing that's interesting to me is, like, I feel like it's so passé now because it is a MrBeast video. It's not interesting anymore, right? Like, I feel like MrBeast could do this, but not shoot people in the head. He'd have to wait, like, 20 years for that. I think maybe one day he might. But I think it's like, I don't know, is this interesting? I'm only interested in this because I like the book. I feel like people, when, like, this trailer does not seem interesting to me. But maybe I'm too close to it. I feel like people that have not read the book, like, this doesn't seem like an intriguing movie. But maybe I'm wrong. I think they need to make the movie extra brutal to differentiate. Maybe. The book is very graphic and very horny. Also, yeah, it's Stephen King's first book. So it's going to be, like, super horny and weird. That's how it is. King is strange. But, like, there's a lot of Stephen King movies. They put out Pet Sematary. They put out, like, all that stuff. I don't know how many of them do well or not. I can't imagine it'll need a crazy budget because it probably doesn't need to pop off. I was shocked this never got made because it feels so cheap. You would just need to film a bunch of dudes walking down a road, rent a tank. There's not, like, any big set pieces in the movie. There's, like, a town scene. Like, it's not like there's a lot of twists and turns and intrigue. It's just a dude walking down. It's a bunch of people walking down the road. I'm going to be seeing this, but I don't know if it's interesting to people. Obviously, I'm going to like it. I've said it before. I thought national TV broadcasts would have people killing people now. I thought we would have gladiatorial combat on NBC. I genuinely thought that. When I was 8 years old, I was like, by the time I'm an adult, by the time I'm 40, people will kill each other on TV. I don't know why I thought that.